So the next group of folks we have here is our social emotional learning team. And so we'd like to have those folks come on up. You know who you are.
We have our counselors, our psychologists, and our lead behavioral analyst here this evening, and I'd like to invite them all the way up here as well.
And while they're coming up here, I just want to say that, again, this is another group of folks that always have been and continue to be an important part of our staff. But during COVID, this team has helped our students deal with the challenges that they faced through COVID, the trauma that some of our families faced during COVID. There has been an increase in need, major need, and I know that you have helped us put a structure in place that gives us a lot of promise on how we address social emotional learning, not only just now during COVID, but for the future. I think we got a solid plan, and it's because of you. And I just want to thank you for everything you do with our students and staff as we're, recovering from this experience that we've had. But I believe because of you, we're going to come out of this stronger.
Thank you. Yeah. So this group of folks has, like our interim superintendent has mentioned, has really held us together. As you know, transitioning back to in-person, and I will say even while we were online, these folks worked tirelessly to make sure our students were solid, that they were in a good place, that they could be here and be learning and just be present with us. And we know that their work is not done. It will never be done, to be honest, and that's a good thing. In a way that it's a good thing in a way that our students will always have these types of supports for us. And so I'm very proud of this group, extremely proud of this group, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm sorry. Working next to people or working with people who put students first at all times. It's never in question, ever. We ask a question, we need something, and they step up without question. So I'd like to introduce Gurpreet. You've seen her here before. She is, I would call her the mother of this group. And she really, I think you're right. She holds it together, and I would like her to introduce this team behind us that is, I want to say, second to none. So here you go.
Thank you. We do have a phenomenal team, and I will start on that end. We have Connie Price, we have Erica Rodriguez, Zenia Medina, Sean Himdard, Eva Gallegos, Lorena Lopez, Javier Acosta, and Emma Burke. They are a phenomenal team.
So definitely want to echo everything that's been shared, and also how you all mobilize when there's a need in our schools. You're there for our students who are in pain and hurting. And I just can't imagine everything that you carry as well, that you take away from them to allow them to, as much as possible, engage in their learning, because we know that all those things are heavy and weigh them down, and you take a little bit away from them to be able to help as much as you can. And so again, that's, there's no value really to the impact that you all have on our young people. So thank you so much.
I just want to say something, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to see. What did the shirts say?
Yeah. Oh, no problem.
We made these a couple years ago, so some of our newer members don't have them, but they say elementary school counselor.
Ah, very good. Yeah.
If you think that my hands are full, you should see my heart.
Yeah. So listen, I just wanted to give a comment. Again, thanking you for all that you do. But as Trustee Villagrana said, I think we're all very cognizant up here of the emotional work that has to be done when addressing, some of the severest impacts of COVID, right? And I think that for California's short-term history, mental health has taken a back seat. But what I would like to express to you tonight is that I don't think that's going to be true moving towards the future. And that you as a group have a really special opportunity to be able to move forward the issues of mental health and the importance of mental health. And I think, this is my opinion, but I think that this board is going to be very receptive and has been very receptive in the way we've allocated funds to be able to put mental health in its rightful place, which is, really leading the social emotional learning of our students. And so thank you so much, and we look forward to you leading on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you. If I can also just one last thing, the work that you guys do, even before COVID, was transformational. Some of the things that you guys taught our kids, I use at home with my kids. They brought it home and they said, "Mom, let me tell you about 5-star." And I'm like, great. And we use it all the time. And there's so many other things. And, one of my baby, she fell down and hurt herself. And I was like, 5-star it out. Come on. And so not only are you guys helping the kids, but you are helping the families. Our kids are giving us tools that you guys are giving them. And then we are using it to reinforce what you guys are teaching. So you're not only helping our kids, but you're helping us be better parents. So thank you.
I just wanted to say that Trustee Fowler really touched on something that I was thinking about as I was reflecting on honoring all of you today. And it's that you guys stepped in to virtual therapy. And not only were you guys supporting our students, you were supporting their families and their parents simultaneously in their homes through the virtual learning. And I had an opportunity where my daughter was in kindergarten and during the cusp of the pandemic through virtual learning. And I was able to sit down through some of the sessions that were being held for the whole class. And I decided that I needed to stop what I was doing and engage. And I really found the peace and the breath that I needed to continue supporting my daughter through a very challenging time. And I wanted to say thank you, because not only did you do it for me, you guys did it for all of our families. Because supporting at home our students during the pandemic through a virtual platform that we've never done is something that we saw you guys to help us in dealing with that time and still now. So thank you.
Okay. Good night. Thank you so much for all that you do for our kids. Okay, now, item H4.